Good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Camppatton Family Compound. With me tonight, we have Tammy of Rebel Canners, who made it, even though she thought she wasn't going to. And we got Mark at ChefTech. And it is time for the Monday Night Fireside Chat. And tonight's topic is cooking and cast iron. Let's see if I can get us all up here at the same time. There we go. I thought I'd be cooking here for you guys.
There it is.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's say hi to everybody. Let me jump over here to the side chat. And first one in almost an hour ago was Crew 1351. Then Prepper Girl saying shalom to all. Then Prepper for the Ages. With this canning batch, okay. With this canning batch, it'll be a total of 28 quarts of zucchini so far. Wow. And of course, Microsoft decided to tease Mark with updating his laptop.
I shut updates off. I even went into the deeper settings, which I'm not supposed to, and shut it off there. Nope, reset itself. It's buried in there. Trust me. You don't want to click the wrong. What?
No. I meant what version do you have?
Oh, hell, I don't know.
10, 11, 9, 7?
Oh, it's 10, 11. I don't know. Whatever. I bought the computer 3 years ago, sir, 4 years ago. Whatever came on it.
Probably 10. One of the last things at 10, which means they one of the updates they put in there last November was an override on all everyone turning things off because they want to put stuff in there so they'll make you buy the new one. All right, let's see. Diana's here, and it's going down here, and Diana hit both sides. Crew's gone into lurking mode. Geeky Gardens is here. Angel's Homestead is here. All righty. Hill Homestead just jumped in. Okay, so cooking with cast iron. But it's summer. Why would I want to cook with cast iron? And Happy Mac just came in the bushes.
Do it outside. Why would you want to cook?
Yeah. I want to heat up a campfire when I'm camping outside in the summer.
Yeah.
700. Sorry.
Yeah, I would not. I just picked up 10 steaks today at Sam's Club, and most of them are going to be tonight after it gets dark outside. I'm not outside. They're all getting most of them are getting bagged up and frozen, and a couple of others. I got to dig out the charcoal a charcoal griller and a bag of briquettes to cook outside because I'm not turning on the oven. I'm not turning on the stovetop. The only thing I'm doing indoors is microwaving. And yeah, because well, let's see here. Currently it's 81 right now. Oh, let me go back up. I know I spotted something that the crew put in there. See if I can find where it was. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and in the San Francisco Bay Area, where the crew 1351 is at, it's supposed to be 79. Their current temperature shows it at 84. Yeah.
And it feels like 90, right?
Well, if it's hitting like that, it's probably bringing some of the heat from the other side of Mount Diablo around, which means it's coming around the delta, bringing the moisture off the delta with it. So yeah, probably bringing the humidity up too. All right, let's get back down to the bottom. All right, so there we go. I got something to share with you guys. Let me take this mode here. There we go. I just got a nice brand new lodge.
Hey,
However, it's pre-season, and I've heard nasty things about pre-seasening. So I'm going to be taking this out there with my round orbital, going, and then I'm going to take the die grinder with the flapper wheels on it, go around the sides, and then I will break out the propane tanks and the Camp Chef and season this with lard.
you could literally de-season that pan just by throwing it in your. I did it in the fire accidentally to my Dutch oven. It was way too hot. I opened it up and the carbon flakes fell on my bread.
Well, let's see.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see right over here. It looks kind of rough in here. So I want to take all the roughness off. They don't polish it down like they used to. So I'm going to polish this one down so it's nice and smooth. So when it gets that nice seasoning on it, it's slicker than Teflon. And now I'm stepping it up a bit.
There you go. You got the little one.
I decided to try it for the price, and it had all good reviews on it. And it's about this. It looks like it's in the same condition inside here, as slightly rough as the Lodge one is. So it's going to get the same treatment.
Who's that by? Amazon?
Amazon Basics. However, Amazon Basics hires people to do it. So it may be Lodge.
It probably is Lodge.
Yeah, because I mean, it feels so much like a Lodge. And Wendy at Hardneck Farms is in on your side there, Tammy.
Hey, Wendy.
And Uncle Richard just came in on your side, Tammy. And Jack's poking fun at us here. Cold spell today, only got to 90.
Hi, Uncle.
It's 84 on my deck right now. I got a bowl of hot chicken vegetable noodle soup that we just made up.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to check. I was been working outside in the hot sun out here, getting stuff done. My rain catchment system went. My rain catchment system went from 4 275-gallon IBC totes to 9 totes, all hooked up, all plumbed. I got a 120 volt pump on it. As soon as I can get the solar panels up, then I'll be using the one I showed Tuesday or something on it was I'll be using that pump, 12 volt pump off of the ion lithium battery. So too hot outside to be working. Oh yeah, I mean I was working out there. I felt like I was slaving over this fire, getting that stuff together. And luckily I found a box of hidden 1.5 and 2-inch plumbing parts with a bunch of the rubber Calda couplers. So I can put everything together. So if I need to move it, it's like unscrew, slide the couplers off, and just move the and the plumbing separated. So
Right now in Michigan, if you go outside, it's like you're standing next to the campfire.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen there are several spots that are doing that, and there is there were some areas that 3 weeks ago were flooding, and now
out here too.
The ground is baking dry like clay. It's
Yeah, then we had the outbreak of killer lettuce in Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently that story changed now too. So it's no longer Taylor; it's some other.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me get rid of this over here. Wait, yeah. So
we're doing cast iron tonight. Whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, hit the wrong button there. There we go. Take that down. And okay, lettuce sold by California grower provided false positive for parasite, the FDA says. The FDA said it made a mistake during testing, wrongly typing a cholera type outbreak to lettuce sold by Taylor Fresh.
Oh, Taylor, yeah.
Taylor Fresh.
And they're like, oh, sorry, we just whacked about $30 billion off your business. You'll get over it.
Yeah. It's now Taylor Fresh voluntarily recorded some of its products last week. Sample after the federal official said a sample from Taylor Farms de Mexico came back with a positive. Not the one in California. The farm down, one of the farms down in Mexico. So they weren't even saying, they were saying that it was the California farm. No, it wasn't. It was the Mexico one. Central Mexico, precisely. So, like I put up there last week on Thursday, I am marked safe from this because I'm growing my own lettuce.
Yeah.
Mine's about ready to harvest, so I'm pretty safe too. I've never ever liked to eat lettuce that isn't homegrown anyway. It's very small amounts.
Yeah, I'm on my third thing of water today because I'm just sweating it out so fast out there. And Kaylin's joined us. How goes it? Just took dinner for a table next 2 nights at Instapot. Oh, she's cooking it in the Instapot. Took it out. Got up to 98 in Des Moines. Ow.
We had that last week, so it's all yours, Cameron.
Yeah.
We're getting tornado warnings tomorrow late afternoon into the evening, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. Oh. Let's see. We have a heat advisory tonight until 8 p.m. Mountain Time, so for 2 more hours. The high is, it's currently 97 here. It jumped. Okay, we're at 97 right now. And we're supposed to get rain tonight, rain tomorrow, thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, more rain and thunderstorms Tuesday night, Wednesday rain, Wednesday afternoon, the more rain and thunderstorms and rain Wednesday. And Thursday is supposed to be sunny. Tuesday, 93 degrees. Wednesday, 85. It's not changing.
Send the rain my way.
Yeah, the temperature is not dropping with the rain. It's staying hot. It's reminding me of when I was visiting my cousins down in Phoenix, and we were cooking out on cast iron back there in 73. And it was like the rain came down and it felt like you stepped out and it's like, oh, this is a hot shower.
So Tammy, have you ever rescued a cast iron pan?
Oh, I'll rescue anyone I can find. I love cast iron. I have probably a way bigger collection of cast iron than I need to.
What do you do to get the rust off of it? Do you do like the saltwater trick? Do you use electrolysis? Do you use the vinegar?
Vinegar. Mostly I soak it in vinegar. We tried different things. I always go back to the vinegar soak. I did a whole video on how to rescue cast iron. I do the vinegar soak and then I dry it real well. Wipe it down again if it needs wiped down some more, and then I just lather it, rust and all, with lard and stick it in the campfire. And if it doesn't work the first time, I do it again.
What, do you flip it upside down on a rack, or you just literally drop it in the coals?
Literally throw it in coals, and then halfway through turn it over. So I turn it upright at first so that it really gets into the side of the pan I'm going to use, and then I turn it the other way for the other half of the time.
Right. So can't that overheat it and like scorch the oil to the point where it flakes back off again?
I'm really just trying to get the rust off, penetrate the rust.
Oh,
out.
rust. I'm sorry. You're getting the rust off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You said how to rescue them.
Yeah.
That's how I rescue them. Yeah. And then you could take them and put them in the oven and lather them in lard and put them in the oven. Put them out over a cookie sheet because you want both sides, especially the sides you're cooking on, but both sides. So.
Yeah, my youngest son got a 15-gallon little tote and got 15 gallons of vinegar and put a bunch of the ones he rescued from scout camp that they were going to throw away, and poured that vinegar in there and let it sit for a couple days. You pull it out with a power steel wire brush, run it around, dump it back in the vinegar. Once he got it clean, oh man, he was busy fast. As fast as he could. He was lard all over it. Just once he had the lard on it, keeping the air out, he'd set it aside, grab the next one. Probably spent about 3 hours out there just larding them up, and then built a fire and hung them over the fire to get the temperature up without burning the stuff off.
And I've done them in the oven too. I've rescued them, and I knew that they got put away wrong. Our camp where I do the cooking in the summer puts them away in the winter, and then they get moisture. Even we've tried all sorts of ways, and they just don't have a proper place to store them, and so they get a lot of moisture. So every year we have to go in and clean them, disinfect them, and because of the mice, and recondition them.
Keep your hands off my egg pan. Yeah, I would have brought a couple of my other pans in here, but my biggest cast iron pan I have is 3.5 inches deep and 24 inches round.
That's a big chicken fryer.
That's not a fryer. That's a camp skillet.
Yeah.
You throw some rocks in the middle of there, build your fire, get all the coals down. You drop that sucker in there, and you just you start cooking up steaks and bacon and eggs. And as you start doing one thing, you get through the last, and the last thing, all the hash browns and the egg and everything else goes in that, gets mixed up. And
got to throw the hash browns in last to suck up all the grease. It makes it easier to clean the pan.
Yep.
Pro tip: always do the bacon first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the bacon, or like the one guy did. What are we gonna do? He walks over and he drops a pound of butter in the pan.
Yep.
And he goes, "I'm just starting with this." And then after he got the steaks done in the butter, turned out the butter was garlic butter. And he did all the steaks in the garlic butter. He took it, wiped it once with some tortillas, and then he threw in a half cup of lard in there and started cooking it. So it all cooked up. It was one of the best scout camp meals I've ever had.
Yeah, cast iron. I know you don't do low fat cooking in cast iron. You just can't. You can't. Even though some of these guys on YouTube, they're like, "Oh, look, I polished this thing to a mirror finish and I seasoned it. And look, I put one egg in there and it just slides around." Yeah, good luck with no oil. Right. You need oil in it.
All right, got a question here from Diana.
Yeah, if somebody was cooking chemicals in it that you didn't know about at a flea market, and they're selling it going, "Oh, yeah, it's good. It just needs to be reseasoned." Meanwhile, it had some interesting chemicals in there from some guy's little shed lab.
Yeah.
Trying to cook something. We'll just use the word cook. And then that's a tough thing to figure out.
Tammy, if you're talking to us, you're muted.
I said I don't believe they use open skillets for that kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the only thing is You don't want to put a lot of soap and wash it with a lot of soap because it will absorb the soap and make it taste nasty for as long as it takes you to get the soap back out of there.
And to get the soap out, you wind up removing most of the seasoning anyways. I mean, scouts are notorious for cooking weird things, but everything I ever seen scouts cooking was fully edible. And then when they were done, they just get a handful of river sand in there and just, slosh it around, wash it around a little bit, and then rinse it out, and then throw some more lard in it.
You got to watch out with that because sand is a scouring item.
Yeah,
it'll take your seasoning right back off again.
That's why they did it lightly with it, and then they rinsed it out and put it back on the fire and threw more lard in it.
Yeah. My mom used to make her eggs every morning in her little 6-inch, 1-inch high cast iron skillet. And when she was done making the scrambled eggs, some was stuck on the sides and that. She didn't care. She just put water in it and let it sit. And then about an hour later, she just went over to the sink. And I have one too. It's just a plastic brush. Just run hot water on it, brush it off, wipe it out with a paper towel, and put it away.
Well, Sandra came in on your side there, Tammy.
They have like a scraper that looks like a little tiny frosting spatula. And then Lodge also makes, it looks like chainmail. It's a scraper that you can get that they make. And then my mom always used an SOS pad, but that is the one without the soap.
Yeah, basically steel wool.
Yeah, which again takes the seasoning off, but if you're using it every day, you're re-seasoning it constantly anyway.
Right.
Kaylin says she still has to season her oval fajita pan.
Yeah. I got all my mom's stuff, or a lot of it, and that stuff's got seasoning on it from probably 60, 70 years ago.
And we have coming in on Tammy's side, my homestead hustle official. What I like to do, I make bacon and eggs, and is save the bacon fat and use it instead of butter.
Oh yeah,
cooking and mixing my thing. Yep.
Yeah, liquid gold. Liquid gold.
I got one of those little pots with the micro screen on top of it, so you pour the bacon in there, and just all the grease goes through it. It takes the little chunks out.
Yeah, those chunks are good though.
Hey, once they're taken out, then my grandkids want me to make them toast and put it on their toast.
All right, like bacon fat on toast with some bacon bits in it.
Yes.
And a slice of cheese on top of that.
There you go.
Hey, everything's better with bacon.
Oh yeah.
In fact, Danny yesterday for breakfast had one of his favorite meals was an English muffin out of the toaster and butter on it, and then bacon put on top of that, and then a slice of Tillamook cheese on top of that, and then take the other half of it on top of it, and he had himself basically his, except that he didn't have any egg in it because I didn't have any eggs here, and I told him you got to wait till Grammy gets here. She's the one that likes cooking the eggs.
Well, you couldn't run across the street and steal one from the chickens?
They're trying to find where half the chickens are laying the eggs in the bushes because they're all flying. They're flying out to lay most of their eggs.
Yeah, they gotta. Can you just like clip the wings back so they don't do that?
Personally, I told her not to because they are doing a marvelous job eliminating their yard and my yard of all the little bugs.
Okay.
And right now I'm not sure what it is. It may be a variant of sorghum that's dropping its seeds everywhere, and the chickens are just going after those seeds left and right.
You can wait a little later in the morning to let them out if you want to get the eggs.
Well, we hear them, clucking in the afternoon in the bushes somewhere in the I just lost the name of it's not privet, it's lilacs. They got lilacs all over the property over there, and they're either in the lilacs or they're coming across over to my side and hiding somewhere in areas I haven't mowed yet. I'm very carefully mowing areas now, looking for nests. But we can hear them clucking and stuff. And as soon as you get near them, they shut up. You walk away, they start clucking again.
Yeah, except you don't want those eggs because you don't know how long some of them been sitting in that nest.
Yeah. Well, she actually found one, and half of them it failed the float test. Yeah, the canola oil for the pre-seasoning, yeah, that's got to go because basically that's axle grease from World War II. The thing is, she does not have any male chicken roosters. No roosters over there. No male chickens.
No, you're just gonna find this nest with 24 eggs in it that are all rotten.
Yeah, and it won't be the first one I found over there for them.
Yeah, there you go. Put some trail cams over there. You got a couple.
I got 4 of them. Yeah, I could put. I was gonna put some over there anyways by the cargo containers. But yeah, and Myra came in. On your side. But yeah, I mean, I love the cooking in Dutch ovens and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the things my wife and I really enjoyed working NYLT. That's the National Youth Leadership Training for Boy Scouts. Was the cast iron night, and oh yeah, we had fun with that one. Because every group had 2 cast iron Dutch ovens to cook in, and they had to do a dessert and they had to do a main meal. And generally, it was they put together some sort of stew or some sort of chili. And then
when I was at camp, when I was the chef at camp for 3 years, first year they're like, we haven't done we take a night off. It's cook's night off. So we make up, a whole bunch of milk crates with Dutch ovens and everything, send it out. They come down, get it. And they hadn't done it in like 6 years. I'm like, well, where are all the Dutch ovens? They're like, oh, they're in the storage hut behind this place. I'm like, are you kidding me? We went down there with the big Jeep. We called it a weapons carrier. Loaded that thing up, took it back to the room. We were washing and scrubbing the big cast iron Dutch ovens and aluminum ones. There are aluminum ones in there. I'd never seen those before.
Oh yeah, we've had those.
Yep, and we were scrubbing those out for. We
were
there till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
The aluminum ones will melt on the campfire.
Oh yeah,
you got to be careful.
But we scrubbed them out, and we had 4 pizza deck ovens. We had those suckers cranked up to 500. After they were done, we dried them out, loaded them up with whatever fat we had laying around, and threw them in there. The next day, half the pans were still warm. We're giving it to the guys. They had to cook their cobbler and stew, and we gave them everything. Here you go.
All right.
4-inch, or if you use the little ones, I get an 8-inch one.
Yeah.
And maybe a 12. I pretty much only use my 8-inch one, 2-inch sides all the time. I got a chicken fryer, it's 4-inch sides, 8-inch. That just usually lives with oil in it.
Okay, so one of the things that, all right, when my wife was first pregnant with our daughter, she was low on iron in her blood. The doctor said, get cast iron. And we had a bunch of Calphalon. He said, stop using the Calphalon.
Yeah.
Get cast iron, cook in cast iron. If you're going to have only one thing that's cast iron to cook in, this is about the size skillet to use.
8 or 10.
Yeah. And what I have another one in there that's a is that 14?
Oh, I got some big ones too, but I don't do much in those unless I'm doing like a big batch of something.
Yeah, I have 2 of the, I think they're 14, they might be 16-inch flat skillets, no handle on the side. They don't have this type handle. They got 2 of these.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I got 2 of them. I turned it over, one on top of the other, offset it so that one on the handle, the one is over here going like this, and it just crosses here. and I drilled and pinned it. Put a rolling pin in onto one, and then drilled the hole a little bit bigger on the other one so it could drop in there. So my skillets can turn into a low cast iron. I mean, a low cast iron, low Dutch oven. Yeah, we started cooking on these. She got one about this size, and she got a small one to do her eggs in, and then got an in between one, and she got a bigger one, like almost as big as that. This one here, the basics.
Yeah.
She still has those in California. She said, I'm not bringing those up here. So I got my own for up here.
Great. Until she moves up there, and then you got two of everything.
Hey, you cooking outdoors and stuff. Oh, yeah, we'll have the grandkids over all the time. We'll be teaching them how to cook. But, yeah, something like this is probably a good starter because you can do most meals in it and stuff like this. And do your eggs, do whatever you want to do in there.
You can make flatbread. You can make pizza in those things with an oven.
Oh yeah.
I preheated those. Everybody's like, "Oh, put it in cold." I'm like, "No, my dough comes out icky."
Yeah.
You throw when you watch a regular pizza place do their pizza, they drop that crust right on the oven bottom, which is at 500 degrees or 475. Yeah, same thing. Okay.
Yeah, my Yeah. Two is one is none.
Great grandmother's cast iron.
Yeah. I did not get my my great grandmother's cast iron. I didn't know. It went elsewhere to the older sister of the kids, and of the 15 kids. It went to the oldest sister, and one of the older brothers, Frankie, got it. Frankie gave it to his son Ron, who I called Uncle Ron. They lived about 10 blocks away from us down in Southern California, and it all went elsewhere because my grandmother didn't want it. She goes, "Oh, I'm tired of that stuff."
It's all right. I get my mom had a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't really have a use for. I gave it to one of my daughters. She got the corn, the one that has the corn shapes in it for cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was like it was my mother's grandmother's. It was that and a big flat skillet. Had a slight warp to it, but didn't matter. You're not going to fix it. But everything was just antique, old. I'm like, my wife's like, "You don't need any more cast iron." I'm like, "Oh, I always need more cast iron." But I have extra cast iron downstairs. I had to move most of it downstairs. It was in the oven. My wife's like, "I can't lift this pile of cast iron when I got to use the oven." I'm like, "Fine." So there's only two pans that live up here: my 8-inch chicken fryer and the 8-inch regular skillet. Those are the two I pretty much use all the time.
Let me check something here right now, real quick here. Because I've bought some. Actually, let me go over here to the orders. DUT. Let's see what I got in my orders here, because I've bought different sizes ones. Okay, yeah, Dutch oven comes up with the little coffee pot, a thermostat. No, come on, stop. The Amazon Basics. No, it's coming up everything but but the Dutch ovens. Okay, yeah, I got a couple of 12-inch Dutch ovens. I got a couple of these 12-inch ones. The last one I ordered was on the 2015. But I also got a bunch of disposable liners for when we're doing the cobblers in.
Yeah,
it makes so much to clean it. You just cook it. You drop that in the Dutch oven, and you cook in that stuff for the
parchment paper. You're fine.
Yeah. I got the Camp Chef Grand Canyon one, National Park on the lid, 12 quart one there. The other one was a 12-inch. So this 12 quarts. Book doing Dutch oven. And then the lid lifter. I love this lid lifter because you squeeze it and it locks onto the lid. You can pick that lid up, move it, turn it to the side, shake all the coals and stuff off of it, where you need to, put it back on and put fresh coals on it if you need to. But the other one's 101 things to do in Dutch oven. So there's a lot of stuff out there, but
you can do anything in a Dutch oven. What do you think they cooked with way back? They didn't have, they had steel, but they didn't have a Teflon or non-stick or whatever.
Yeah. So, that Lodge I have here is a 12-inch, and the Amazon Basic is a 15-inch. Because if I'm going to be cooking in it, I'll be doing some steaks up in there. I'll do several steaks at once. I want to be able to fit them in there, and when they're done, I will just I'll take them off a little early, except for the one I'm eating, and that way I'll just let it cool, vacuum seal it, and freeze it. That way I have cooked it. Okay, another one here. Let's see what we got here. I would love to have a collection of cast iron. Yeah. Yeah, check with her. Make sure she does not give them away, Kaylin.
The basics, keep it seasoned.
Keep it seasoned.
Use a lot of fat.
Yeah. You can use it indoors or outdoors. If you're using it outdoors, what I found actually kind of worked the best was one of those heavy duty grates that they used to put up on a campfire. If you have a flat bottom without legs, just set it on one of those. If you don't have a tripod like this to hang it from, see how they have it hanging above the fire there. If you've never done Dutch ovens or cast iron cooking, those two books. Let me go back to the page there, and I'll pull those up separately to show you.
When I do my French onion soup, when I can it, I'll buy 40 pounds of onions, but I use my big cast iron Dutch oven on the stove. I do small batches, and that's all I use that for. And it just tastes so much better than doing it in a stainless steel pot. Yeah.
Okay, so this is if you get the Kindle version, it's $5. You get the spiral bound version, it's $5.67. So that's the one. The other one, doing Dutch oven inside, outside, that's $7.49. Right now it's 25% off. But these are both on Amazon, so you can get them that way. But basics is keep an eye on it. It's like if you're cooking something, like cobbler and stuff in there, or chili, or a stew or whatever in there, you need to keep an eye on it. You need to have your coals fired up, and you have coals piled off to the side, and you start to have a flaming, and you pull the coals from the side, add coals to it. So you basically have your fire, and then you have your coals from the fire you put on and under your Dutch oven. Let's see. Okay, a bunch of comments just came in. I use Dutch oven for scratch bread. Yeah, that's a lot of you'll have a dome lid. Yeah, almost have to do that. Make a foil around it to keep the coals on it.
So for a long time there, Lidl had their enameled cast iron, which I love it.
Yeah.
And of course, I always went for the orange. And so I have a little tiny, it's like a 4-inch by 2-inch high with a little lid on it. And everything's cast iron, including the lid, the handle. And I keep that at the cabin because I literally will throw my peppers and onions and some butter and stuff in that and just throw it on the edge of the fire on the grate and just let it sit there and cook. Then we cook our sausages, throw them in there for a while, let the grease mix in. And yeah, soup, stew, whatever. I love the enamel because when it's done, I don't care. As long as the inside's clean, I don't care. It's got like, soot marks on the outside. I just know I used it. That's all.
And yes, if you have a nice, good seasoning on it where the outside is black as the inside is, it works even better in a solar oven than the ones that are kind of a brownish on the outside, but they haven't really seasoning the outside like they should be.
It needs like 30 years of grease splattering and going over the edge and burning into the sides like mine do.
or just wipe it down with after you get done cooking it and stuff, you clean it, you wipe down the inside and outside with some lard, heat it back up again, and let the outside season just like the inside. Let's see here.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Wash and dry right away. Do not let soak or toss in the dishwasher. The reason you get it hot, toss, You get it hot, toss in bacon fat, let it smoke, then immediately turn off the stove and let it cool and wipe the excess fat off with a paper towel and you're done. Yep.
I picked up when I was at taking care of all the restaurants. I think it was Texas Roadhouse and Perkins. They would literally they were using the cast iron at Perkins, these oval serving tray things. And they're cast iron. They would literally come back, they'd throw them through the dishwasher and put them back on the shelf. I'm like, and then they stopped using it because it didn't look good and people complained. I'm like, what are you gonna do with it? They're like, oh, we're gonna throw them out. I'm like, I'll take them. So I got like 10 of them. I gave a couple away, but took them home, re-seasoned them, put them in my collection. And they got like the handle on it, but it's like a oval. It's like 8 inches long oval by like 4 or 5 inches wide, with a shallow edge on it. That was for doing eggs and stuff and omelets. I'm like, home fry. I'm like, okay. They didn't care. Yeah. You can't teach these kids how to season cast iron in a commercial restaurant.
Yeah. I'm not sure I can't remember which restaurant it was. We went there before I got married. I used to go there a bunch. The family did. And especially on special occasions too. But they had the little oval things, and they bring it out on a wood platter. That was routed down so it'd sit in there nice. Yeah, and they were they took care of their cast iron until they got bought out. Yep. And as soon as they got bought out, they're one of the first persons they let go was the person they had there just to take care of the cast iron.
We don't need that. Just throw it through the dishwasher.
Yeah. And we went back one time. My dad saw it and saw the condition of it. He said, we're leaving. We're not paying for this. He goes, whoa, there's rust in here. Yep. We're not eating this. We're not paying for it.
Rust and you could see the chunks of the black, the seasoning that whatever was left was still stuck to it, and the rest is just rusty. Yeah. Yep. That's unfortunate.
Hang on. I just saw someone go by somewhere. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, sorry, I got cicadas yelling in the background here.
Your birds are loud too.
Oh yeah, I got birds. Most of that was a cicada right over my head. 'Tis the season. It's like, shut up. What are you eating? You better not be eating McDonald's again. Cucumbers. Okay. Yeah, I love all the cast iron stuff I have. I don't care what I'm cooking. I'll do it in cat. Most of the time now, the only thing I try not to do, but I do it anyway. I make a chicken marsala with boneless chicken thighs, but I'll use my really big skillet. I mean, it's like a 14-inch, 3-inch side, the cast iron. I throw the chicken in there to brown it, and then I pour in tomatoes. And unfortunately, after the tomatoes are now stewing with the chicken and all my other stuff for an hour or two, yeah, it kind of tears the seasoning off the pan because of the acid. But it still tastes really good. So I just re-season that poor thing every time I use it for that.
Yeah. The Amazon had a new Amazon guy. He walked right by I have one of those patio boxes, they're about 4 foot wide and about 2 foot, deep, and about, sitting right outside my window here. And it's got a big old label on it saying
Amazon, FedEx, UPS.
Yeah, exactly on it. And he walked right by and put it by the back door, which is fine. But I told him, hey, this is what they wanted us to use. So anyway, that's what I'm looking here. So you guys are getting an unboxing here.
As long as if it's cast iron, you can do it. If it's not cast iron, we don't want to see it.
No,
gotta stay on topic. Gotta stay on topic. You know us. We're always right on topic.
That's not cast iron stuff. Okay. This is for my watering project.
See, secretly, Gil orders non-stick pans.
No, he does not. No, he will not.
Yeah, and there goes my bye. Yeah. I figured you just hit the eject button.
Or as we used to do at scout camp.
Read between
I'm a
the
Boy
lines.
Scout. Can you read between the lines?
Yeah.
Do you know that the Teflon cooking and Teflon pans will kill pet birds? Like if you have a parakeet or a parrot or
my daughter had
in
2
between,
parrots.
it will literally kill the birds just by one meal cooking in a Teflon pan.
Well, it's not the meal itself; it's the temperature hitting it. The gas that comes off kills them. My daughter was into. She had 2 parrots.
Okay, tell me that gas if it kills a bird.
Oh yeah, it gets in your food too. But she that's why she's like no more Teflon.
Yeah,
because she did it. She had some non-stick Calphalon and all that stuff, and then she got the birds, the parrot. She adopted a parrot, and then boom, gone. And that's when I gave her all the cast iron from Grandma, and she had cast iron. That's all she did. That and stainless steel. That was it.
Yeah. Yep.
And
that's all it took to convince me.
So you came to see on your side there, Tammy.
Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for coming in.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Thumbs up. Went on an adventure today. Got a new video coming out about that. But that's why I'm still in the car, because we went all the way down to Milford, down almost to Detroit today to pick up some stuff and thrifted all the way.
Okay, you go back here to comments. Okay. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, for those of you that I don't know, so you came to see and some others. So Tammy is Rebel Canners. I'm Camppatton Family Compound. Mark has 2 channels as well, ChefTech and Mad Chick Acres. I also have another one called Gray Man Prepping. And so, yeah, we do a lot of live streams, so we always showing up all over the place. I'm waiting for Courtney to start doing more live so we can go over there and raid her. And, but Fred's giving her a bad time, her autistic son.
She's doing quite a bit on Facebook right now and doing quite well with that. So
yeah,
she still drops videos on YouTube. I get notifications every now and then.
Tammy, I got a video today of from a family that hasn't been on there for 2 years. Wednesday night, Richard's Homestead is going to be back on streaming again, and he just got promoted to captain of the fire department.
Has it really been 2 years? It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah. He goes, it's been over 2 years, and we're going to explain everything that's happened in the last 2 years. Medical diagnosis and everything else and everything. So, yeah. So Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, Broussard Homestead is going to be going live again. Really cool. I mean, they're one of the first channels I was following when I got on YouTube. Let's see.
Kind of like me with Howie. I got on YouTube to look at food, permaculture, food forests, found Howie.
That's sad. That's sad.
I
Parrot
love
died. You don't know why, and then you find out later it could have been from using non-stick pans in the house.
Yeah, for most of the stuff, my wife uses the cast iron. Even when she's making her homemade hamburger helper, and it has tomatoes and stuff in it, she'll use it, and then she will take the scouring pad and just wipe it once, do anything sticking, rinse it off again, dry it, and then give it a spray of avocado oil and season that. Trying to get her, and she actually was asking about maybe getting about if there's a way to, if places sold the lard, already the tallow already and the lard already done and everything. I said, yeah, Costco does. And she looked at me, no. Yeah, Costco has it, and some Sam's Club have it, and they're supposed to be getting more of it too. Yeah, we should raid their live. That's Wednesday, and I don't have a live stream on Wednesday, so you know where I'm going to be. I already set my alarm on my phone to go off 15 minutes ahead of time.
There you go. Just post their link up here. I don't have it.
Yeah. Okay, hang on a second here. YouTube. Homestead. Yep. Okay, so boom. This is their emblem, the pump, and that's just lost his name. Now this is the one coming back. They're coming back.
Yeah, copy paste the bar up there and just put it in the chat.
Come on, there it goes. Control C. So those that haven't been with them, Broussards are a real cool family. Brett, yeah, thank you, Brett and Amy Broussard.
And don't they sell like spice mixes and stuff at farm markets?
Oh, yeah, they have a whole
they have their own
business.
Spices too.
Yeah, they have a whole business going on doing that as well. So on Etsy, and they're also making the rounds to the different like farmers markets, and they have booths selling stuff there, and they got they have some really good stuff. So all right, let's see here. I did rescue an old one from Scout Camp here, thrown away. No lid for this Dutch oven. Has the legs on it and has a handle on the side.
Oh, cool.
So here's the thing. If it has legs, it's for the campfire. If it does not have legs, it is for the stovetop. FYI. Just, not that you can't use them interchangeably, but that is a rule of thumb to think of when you're buying one new. Yeah,
this one here. Let me hang on. I'm gonna make myself bigger again. So on this one here, you can see the legs on it, even though it's suspended, and it has a nice lid on it, flat lid on it. But you can get the ones that are without the legs, and you can suspend them on the things for.
Now I have mine have dome lids on it, but if you notice when you look on the inside, it's got the little points on it. Just flip the lid over. It's a pain to get it off, but you can flip the lid over and throw your coals on top of that.
Yeah.
You just have to struggle to get the lid back off because it's kind of, you need like a spatula to pry it sideways to lift it up.
You only put soap in a Dutch oven for cleaning it if you're going to strip everything out of it and re-season it.
Yeah.
I would absolutely positively murder anybody who ever puts soap in my cast iron. Ever.
Yeah.
That you do not put soap in the cast iron unless it's a piece you've rescued. Never.
Yeah.
No. My kids they're not even supposed to touch my cast iron.
Yeah.
That's because a lot of people don't really understand that, it's dirty inside. It has grease and oil. Yeah, it's supposed to.
Yeah. The old cast iron pots, the big black cauldron pots.
Yeah.
Those never got washed out. And if they got cleaned, all they did was
pour water in it and swish it around, rub it out with a stick and dump it out and start again.
Or when it was cold, took it down to the river and took the sand and just kind of get some.
Yeah, I still have an issue with putting sand in there. You might as well use sandpaper. Yes, rub it gently. It's still the same thing. You're grinding off the seasoning.
Yeah. Well,
generally, the salt trick is not as bad, but salt and whatever.
Yeah.
Still,
it's one of those things that it's like if you got chunks that's keeping it from being non-stick anymore, that you want to work.
So just put water in it, let it sit for a while, put it back on the stove, let it heat up. It'll clean itself right out.
Yeah.
You just wipe it out. I think too many people watch that stuff. I don't know if anybody ever saw that Star Trek episode on the original Star Trek where they get to this planet where there's miners and some women and, they're all, I forget what was wrong there, but they wanted to clean all the stuff. And they literally said, just take your pans, and they hung them up on chains out in the sandstorm and it sandblasted them. I'm like, that is the last thing you want to do to cast iron, but okay, whatever. But I think a lot of people are like, oh, I can do that. It means I can grind it out with sand and call it good.
Yeah. So
there you go. Halal tallow. That works.
All right, Tammy talked about that, but it's like the sand. You want to use it gently.
They're sold by Lodge, and they work really well.
Yeah.
For getting the chunks out without.
Yeah, the ones from Lodge have they're rounded. They're not sharp edges like those stainless scrubbies you get from Webster store or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah.
And then they have the plastic scrapers that are really good for that too.
I just realized when I put the link up here, it probably didn't go over on Tammy's side, so I'm going to show it. So that's how Bouchards is spelled. Think about it. You're going to brew something, Bouchards. They're down there in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Yeah. My mom worked for my grandfather's catering company, and although they didn't do cast iron, they had cast steel grill tops.
Yep.
And when they get it in there, first thing he had my dad do was take the big 7-inch
grinder
buffer with was it 300 or 400 grit on it, and start working down. And
I did that. Next time I go to the cabin, I'll remember if you're doing a live stream. I think I might have shown it when I was working at Ford. I was cooking for everybody. I went down to the metal shop, had them get me a 1/2-inch plate steel with 3/16 by 3-inch high, 3 sides on this thing. It fit over my Camp Chef. I can get that thing glowing red in the middle. It won't warp like these crappy cast iron things from Blackstone. You get them too hot on the wrong grill, they buckle and bend and bubble and No, this thing is vicious, and it was cold rolled steel. I probably spent a week grinding off that oxide on the outside to get it down to shiny metal. And then it lived in my garage out here for probably 20 years, sitting up. We took it out to the cabin finally, me and Uncle Richard took it out there, and we spent hours re-sanding it. Yeah. And then threw it on the stove, turned it up, let it get screaming hot, and I just loaded olive oil on there. just to get the only oil I had. So we just threw oil on there just to season it. And then we were cooking cheesesteaks and eggs and whatever on it. It's great. We love it.
Yeah.
It just weighs 90 pounds. You don't move it around too easy by yourself.
Kaylin has an answer for you for taking your upside down lid off.
Yeah. Except that you need a serious magnet.
That
lid weighs 3 pounds, and when magnets get hot, they lose their magnetism. Yeah. So that's a problem. But thank you.
Yeah. Must clean sand. Well, it may have been the sand that we had up there at Scout Camp, because we never wound up taking all it off. It's on the North Fork of the Stanislaus River, and most of that sand felt like it was round.
Silt. Yeah.
Silt. Yeah. So it came down out of the mountain, and out of the mountains there, and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled.
Yeah. That's because in Boy Scouts, you're done. You gotta clean it now. You don't have time to let it sit around soak in water. Yeah. Gotta get it clean. Gotta get it put away at home. And don't go buy beach sand and do that. If you got
beach sand is different.
I make grilled cheese in mine all the time, and the cheese just sticks and burns to one side. I just literally put water in it, let it soak sometimes overnight. I go back the next day and I have one of those it's a long-handled nylon scrub brush with like a little plastic scraper on the end. I just run hot water over it until I don't see any strange patterns in the water, like there's still something stuck there. It's done. Great. I wipe it out, dry it off, throw it on a stove for a minute, heat it up, just smear a little oil on there if I think I need it, and throw it back in the stove. Yeah. Call it a day.
Going back to that stove that for my grandfather's catering company there, when my mom would clean it after my dad ground it all down, got it all mirrors polished, smooth, and seasoned up, he made her a stainless steel square spatula about that big with a handle on it.
Scrape it.
And she just go across it and
scrape all the bacon off of there.
And then go the other way on it, heat it, turn it back up, throw some tallow on it, and wipe it down, and it was good till the next day.
I have pumice stones and stuff in my trailer for cleaning that grill, because I wanted it back shiny again, and then I would just lube it down for the next week. So because I was cooking every week. Yeah. And and just wipe it off right before I get there, put it on top of the stove, heat it up, throw a little more oil on there, wipe it with a paper towel till it wasn't coming out with grit all over it, and start cooking. If it had a little grit on it, nobody cared. We were eating in an auto shop. Nobody cared.
Someone's going, all right, who's cleaning brakes again?
Yep. No, we used to get complaints from Richard will remember. We used to get complaints from customers because their cars were parked in the shop with the windows open. They would pick their vehicle up and be like, your technician, your mechanic took my car to go get lunch. And my boss would be like, no, ma'am. No, here, come on out in the shop. She's like, she'd walk out, or the customer would walk out. I have never smelled an auto shop smell like food. Like, yeah, we have a chef that works in the corner over there. He cooks for us every Thursday.
All right, so coming up here this week, tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping, that's Gray with an A. Actually, let me say, does it show? Yeah, see, Gray Man Prepping, Gray with an A, is 13 years of Gray Man Prepping. It's the anniversary for Gray Man Prepping, and going over some stuff about, just talking about some of the better fun videos and stuff and things we've done. Thursday on Gray Man Prepping, 10 p.m. Eastern, is the Midnight Ride. Friday, back here on Camppatton Family Compound for Friday night on the homestead, is homeschooling an option for you?
Not anymore.
Yeah, not for you. Grandkids. I'm working with my grandkids here during the summer. I'm reading books with them. I pulled out all my Dr. Seuss books, and they're going through all that stuff. And I'm reading Hop on Pop, Go Dog Go, a fly went by, all those, and teaching them to read. And
Didn't Dr. Seuss make one called "Cleaning Your Cast Iron with Soap and Brillo"? Kidding.
no, no, that was Boris Karloff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to be talking about homeschooling options, and we're going to be discussing about some of the options of getting the money from your local school district that's supposed to be going towards your kid anyways. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. Saturday on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday. It's after the East Coast mega tsunami. What are your plans? And then next month,
I'll have waterfront property.
And then next Monday here, the topic is jars for canning. We're going to cover all the different type jars, good, bad, ugly, the great. And that's what's coming up here for the next week. But I missed it Wednesday, reminding once again, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain. The Broussards are doing their return to live streaming. And so if you guys go in there, say, hey, Tammy sent me or Gil sent me, and let them know that we sent you over there. All right, everyone. With that, just want to say cast iron is a great experience to learn. Don't expect to learn it all at once. It's an experimenting thing, but it's just like cooking on a wood stove. You got to watch it.
You can't permanently ruin your pan. You can mess it up short term, but it'll last forever.
Yep. All right, everyone. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night over on Gray Man Prepping. See you later.